Ladies and gentlemen, things have been interesting lately with Call of Duty. As you guys know, next week we have Season 2 coming out. We've seen a bunch of information about Warzone, a bunch of information about DMZ, essentially nothing about multiplayer. That should be coming tomorrow, and we're getting the whole roadmap, and we'll break that down on the channel all tomorrow once it comes out. However, today is an interesting day because we're not going to be talking about Modern Warfare 2 or Warzone 2. We're going to be talking about Call of Duty 2023. The next Call of Duty game that is going to be happening, and it is different than we originally believed. And you'll see what I mean once we dive into this information, which mostly came from the Q1 investors call that Activision Blizzard has every single quarter. So Q1, 2, 3, and 4, every single year they talk about their numbers, how much money they made. We're going to be talking about that, but also what is happening next for Call of Duty. And that is where Call of Duty 2023 comes in, and it leaves a lot of questions. And that is what we're going to be diving into throughout this video. Now, as we do, I just wanted to say that as this video goes up, I'm actually going to be streaming for the first time in like a year and a half over on Twitch. I'm going to be playing the Harry Potter game. If you want to check it out, it'll be linked down below. Also, my second channel, which is where the Let's Play of it will go up. That's all linked down below if you want to check it out. But if you're into Call of Duty, without further ado, I'm going to stop talking and start talking about Call of Duty 2023. All right, so essentially what happened yesterday is the Q1 investors call for Activision Blizzard. They put out a statement in it that says this: across the Call of Duty franchise, our teams are working to amplify the success of the fourth quarter. We'll dive a little bit more into that in a minute. With 2023 plans including even more engaging live services across platforms and the next full annual premium release in the Blockbuster series. So first of all, the live service stuff, that refers to DMZ, that refers to Warzone. In other words, they're going to be supporting that throughout 2023 and moving into 2024. But they also state that the next full annual premium release in the Blockbuster series is coming within 2023. Now, this is news to us because we knew something was coming. Some paid for content was coming within 2023, but we didn't know what it was going to be. The rumor is that it was going to be essentially DLC for Modern Warfare 2, which was going to be something like spin-off campaigns for the individual characters, like a backstory for Ghost, maybe diving into Vargas and Captain Price, some of the other characters that are in Modern Warfare 2. However, what they are saying in that statement says the next annual premium release in the Blockbuster series is coming within 2023. Now, there are two ways that you could actually read that. They could be referring to the Blockbuster series as Call of Duty. Call of Duty is obviously a Blockbuster series, so we could be getting a next game there. However, the thing that we know about this is that in 2023, we are not getting a Treyarch game. 2024 is the year for that. In other words, this is not going to be a Black Ops game. We can probably expect a Black Ops game in 2024. We also know that Vanguard worked on the previous game, which was Call of Duty Vanguard, and things didn't go so well. We're going to look at the numbers in a minute as far as Vanguard goes, but people didn't really enjoy the World War II motif. So we also know that that is probably not what we're getting. Now, if we read that again and look at this term Blockbuster series, are they referring to Call of Duty there, or are they referring to Modern Warfare in that statement? Modern Warfare would also be a Blockbuster series, probably the biggest Blockbuster series for Activision. So are they actually telling us here that the next game coming out in 2023 is another Modern Warfare game? It is very, very possible. Now, the reason why I say that is because back a year ago, we got a Bloomberg article that told us, number one, we weren't going to be getting a Treyarch game in 2023 like we probably expected. The other thing that they said is that Sledgehammer was working on almost a DLC premium content for Modern Warfare 2. And what we expected out of that and what we saw through leaks was essentially spin-off campaigns. We'd be getting a campaign for Ghost, seeing his origin story, maybe for Vargas, maybe for Price. So in other words, basically DLC for Modern Warfare 2. However, with them saying it's an annual premium release, I doubt that is all they're going to do. We're going to get new multiplayer. We're going to get new Spec Ops or co-op or whatever they are planning on doing. We're going to be getting a full game with this. Now, the question is, what is that full game going to be? Now, there's a couple of options. Number one, it could be that spin-off game. They could call it Modern Warfare 2 Ghost Ops. They could call it Modern Warfare 2 Task Force 141 Stories, or just Modern Warfare 141. very possible ideas for what this game could actually be. The other option, and the one that I see a little bit more far-fetched, is them simply releasing Modern Warfare 3. And with the ending of what we saw in the Modern Warfare 2 campaign, it would make a lot of sense seeing Vladimir Makarov make a return. But based off of what we are hearing, this game is going to be developed by Sledgehammer, and Sledgehammer does do great cutscenes and things like that. And if they just take the Infinity Ward story and bring it into their game, I think it's very possible that they do this. However, for them to release Modern Warfare 2 and then Modern Warfare 3 1 year later, I find that a little bit far-fetched, because then down the road, a couple years down the road, when they actually wanted to release Modern Warfare 3, what are they going to do? Release Modern Warfare 4 by Infinity Ward? And it's also would be very strange to see a full game titled Modern Warfare not released by Infinity Ward. Now, this is where we need to dive into the numbers to get a little bit more details. The other thing that we found out in the investors call is that Q4 last year was the best-selling launch of a Call of Duty game of all time. In franchise history, it did the absolute best. In Q4, Activision made $1.85 billion, which is $694 million over Q4 last year. In other words, over Call of Duty Vanguard. Also, if we look at active users in December of 2021, they had 107 million active users, whereas in December 2022, they had 111 million users, which is of course more, which means they're making more money and doing better. And we can definitely see that drop off during Call of Duty Vanguard that we saw in the previous year. Now, I'm very curious to see what the numbers in March look like this year, as we've seen a lot of players drop off as well. However, with the big earnings, they're not going back to a World War II game. It's either going to be a futuristic Modern Warfare game or something in that genre. They're not going back to World War II is essentially what I'm saying. Now, based off of everything we know, the next game is not going to be an Infinity Ward game. It's going to be developed by Sledgehammer. It's going to be a full blockbuster premium release, and it's not going to be a World War II game, which leaves us with a Modern Warfare game developed by Sledgehammer in one way or another. Whether that is some sort of DLC or whether that is Modern Warfare 3 is essentially what we are looking at for the next Call of Duty game. Keep in mind, everything I just said is complete speculation. None of it is confirmed whatsoever. It's just what I am seeing based off of the Q1 investors call. But if you have other theories, other games you think they are potentially making for this year, feel free to let me know down in the comments. Also, if you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, make sure you're subscribed and have notifications on to stay up to date on all my videos. Be sure to check out my Twitch. We're going to be streaming lots of Modern Warfare 2 next week with the launch of Season 2, so check that out as well. But as always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, peace out.
We are reaching for the stars, but we're